Hello! Today we're going to be looking at the LaserDisc release of the Chipmunk Adventure. This is my favorite piece of Chipmunk Adventure media in my collection at this time. I do have rarer things than this, but yeah, this was not an easy release to come by. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at this release in particular, what the quality is like, what you can expect from this, and I will also be sharing some general information about this release, and I will also be debunking in the process a supposed LaserDisc rip of the movie that has been uploaded to YouTube and has been up for quite some time now. I guess Bagdasarian was too lazy to take it down. With that all being said, let's get started. First of all, a quick summary of what this movie is and what I know about this release. The Chipmunk Adventure is a 1987 animated film where Alvin and the Chipmunks, as well as the Chipettes, race in hot air balloons around the world, while unwittingly assisting a brother and sister criminal duo in a diamond smuggling scheme, all while Dave is away on a business trip to Europe. The movie itself was produced by Bagdasarian Productions, who hired several then-former Disney animators to work on the film following the commercial flop of The Black Cauldron in 1985. The film was initially released and distributed theatrically by the Samuel Goldwyn Company on May 22, 1987, with Lorimar Home Video releasing the film on VHS and Betamax later that same year. The LaserDisc release in particular was created and distributed by Image Entertainment in partnership with Lorimar in 1988. Now that we know all this, what does it look like, and what's on it? The box is a pretty standard Image Entertainment box for the time period. Print quality is great though, and it is very crisp and clean, though there is a rather funny goof on the back of the sleeve that shows a Mexican dancer without her head. This was meant to be cropped out and not seen by the general public as indicated by the cover of the original VHS release, but here it remains uncropped for whatever reason. I should also note that this was an issue on some international VHS releases as well, so this goof wasn't exactly exclusive to this LaserDisc. The labels are pretty basic and not worth talking about, but here they are anyways for those curious as to what they look like.
I might as well grab a vinyl record just as like a point of scale. Gotta be very careful with this. This collector's item.
Chipmunk Rock!
Fucking love this album.
You could even fit the record inside the LaserDisc sleeve if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Besides, I have the original sleeve that goes with this record anyway, so I'm just going to slip it back into there.
The disc begins with an Image Entertainment logo. Fun fact, the disc seen spinning here in this item belongs to that of an adult film. I'm not going to say which one though, otherwise YouTube would kick my ass. Then we get a warning screen, which, while not unique to this LaserDisc, is one I haven't come across before, so it gets points for that. Then we get a Lorimar Home Video logo, and then the opening logos for the movie itself begin. As Samuel Goldwyn still held the distribution rights for this movie when this was pressed, their logo remains intact. The movie then begins as we all remember with the iconic orchestral opening theme by Randy Edelman. Side 1 ends right when Theodore is snatched by natives around the 3/4 point of the movie, and Side 2 opens from there. The movie ends with the Bagdasarian Productions logo, then another Lorimar logo appears before the disc finishes. Overall, this is a very solid release. The Telesin is nothing too special, but it is worth noting that the print they used on these early releases is identical to the one found on all DVD releases of the film. Later VHS releases in the US and abroad would go on to use a different print specifically made for home video, with slightly different opening credits, altered visuals, and different animation in some places. Now let's talk real quick about the supposed LaserDisc rip I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I'm going to show you a screen cap from 4 different versions of this movie. Here's the original 1987 VHS, the LaserDisc, the 2006 DVD, and the LaserDisc rip. Notice something? Yeah. It's just the 2006 DVD again, but with a fuck ton of oversaturation and mild shake applied in CapCut or something. The audio is even identical to the DVD release. Here, listen. Anyways, with that out of the way, that's basically the LaserDisc release of the Chipmunk Adventure. This release is a crown jewel among the various other copies of this movie that I own. And before someone asks me about the Betamax release that surfaced on eBay recently, I'm not getting it. All my beta machines are dead and since have been disposed of, so I have no way of transferring this even if I wanted to. Besides, the content on the beta release, if I had to guess, is likely identical to the VHS release anyway, so what's the point?